Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to our finale for Dinosystem version 0.95 as a series. So, we've gotten ourselves completely stocked up on basically everything we need. We've got plenty of good arrows to go through and use. We've got our bow. Actually, let me just get a bit of water so that way I'm not worrying about that quickly. But yeah, stamina is basically up nice and high. Muscle soreness is sitting pretty alright. Health is completely up there. And we are going to properly try taking down at least one Tyrannosaurus. Again, I don't know how well this will go, so that's why I'm kind of... hard to say. I have not had much success with the previous attempts. That fills it up by... You know what? I'm going to do it. It is only like 1%. We should see that drop in just like a moment or two. I don't know if bloated would actually like affect our movement speed or not. But even if I just give it like 1 more percent so it's down to 99, we should be alright. Yeah, there we go. So everything is doing pretty good there. The only thing that is affecting our strength is the soreness, but again, that's not too bad. If we go here, we'll need the bow. That's not a... Okay, let me pack this up. Yeah, so this is the spear I want to use. This is the quiver I want to empty here. And these are all the arrows we'll be using. Because these are all 100 out of 100 and have the best durability and best damage that we're going to get from them. And I don't see the pelt cape here, so I guess I did leave it at the other base, or like our other camp. I wasn't sure if it would actually give us any defense, like just another layer something has to bite through to get at us, perhaps. But we'll head down, find target, and then get this show on the road. Actually, you know what? Even speaking of, I'll save here, just so maybe if there's like a bit of bad luck, like a certain part we stumble or that, we can keep trying. I feel like I should be able to get him down as long as I'm careful about how I do it. Like, one of the big things we'll probably be trying to get a rather far away shot on him. I think he's the only Tyrannosaur in the area. I know he's old, but that still doesn't mean much for it being a frickin' T-Rex still. Yeah, so he's after me. He's not the fastest, though. So now, let me take that off. Oh, see, like, that's what I hate, is the little stumble there. Oh, stop stumbling. There's no reason for you to be doing that. Oh, and there's a second Tyrannosaur here. Okay, didn't realize there was one right there. Oh, actually, he wants to, but I think he's too big to fit between her. Oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to actually reload, because that's a bit of garbage. First of all, the 2 stumbles without, like, having much stamina used was a bit annoying. But then to have her just wake up and go right for me... Nah, I'm going to try this a little bit proper. Or maybe let me try going with her first, and then him. That might be an interesting way to do it. Yeah, that didn't feel quite right to have, like, conditions line up in a few ways. So we'll try going for her first and see how this goes. Yeah, with how narrow this is, I am curious how, like, certain parts of this will work. I don't know if they'll, like, bounce back and forth a lot, or... But she was sleeping just down here. Or he. Okay, this is actually a younger male, and he's actually tougher than Target is. Yeah, so he's coming right in. Yeah, see, that's something... It does seem like that's a little bit of a problem when it comes to the mountains for the Oh man, that big and I still am having problems hitting them. Yeah, see, this is what I was thinking might happen. Because he's... Is it not even registering headshots because it's hitting him, like, in the snout? I feel like that's what's happening. And the arrows still aren't really that strong, are they? Okay, so I'm out of arrow... Well, kind of out of arrows. So yeah, he still wants me. There was a nice hit on him. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about, is that maybe he'd... kind of slide through like that. But the spear is doing a lot of damage, as you can see. It's almost 30 per hit. And we've got a lot of range on it. Sounds like there's another one kind of curious about what we're doing here. That's right. Tyrannosaurus hunted. Actually, we weren't too badly off. It is exploiting the area around us, but you'll kind of need to do that to deal with the Rexes. So let's go gather our stuff again. How's the bow doing? Okay, the bow I'll have to see about trying to repair. But yeah, now, one-on-one, I think I'm actually going to be a Rex Slayer here, because we still got target we can go after, and I do plan on going after him. It was interesting to see the arrows. They didn't register as critical damage when they were hitting the tip of his snout, though. So I think it's something you have to almost, like, aim for the side of the head. Are there any arrows around here? I don't really see any. And I don't know if the Rex would be, like, cannibalistic and be drawn to that carcass or not. So how many am I missing still? Okay, there's only 2. Oh, okay, well, here's another one. Oh, no, actually, no, that means... Okay, I do have all my arrows back. And, okay, I have to wait for that to get a little bit more damaged. I don't know if I'll save here, but I'll see if I can get target now. Because if I'm right, target... Yeah, he's still just right over here. But we've slain our first Rex. Let's see if we can add target to the list now. See, that's a little bit of my problem, is I was facing this way and walking fine, but I wasn't even, like, starting to use any... Alright, let's use the mountain trick. Which is not working. That's not working. Okay, there we go. We've gotten a little bit more away from him. And I think we should be able to... Okay, got another shot in to hit. Oh my god, how many of these want to... Like... Oh, no more arrows. Okay, well then we're going to... The spear already. Yeah, I got another attack in on us there, but he should keep trying to chase me, I think. He's a little bit of a weird one. Okay, come on. Yeah, you know you want me. I know you can get up here. The other guy did just fine, so you can too. Thankfully, we're not... Okay, well, we do have only a 20% bleed, though. Oh, come on, get up here. Why are you so problematic to get up here where the other guy... There we go. Come on. That's a good gigantic Actually, what? I guess it is kind of still prehistoric eating machine. Come on, target. No, target. Ah, see. Doesn't want to register too easily that... No, I'm right here. Come on. Ah, pissed him off. Ah, pissed him off. Good. And then... Will he slide through again? I don't know. Target's getting definitely a lot of problems compared to the other one. Like, yeah, look at him spinning around. He's trying. God, he's really... That was close. Come on, come on, squeeze through. Okay, come on. Oh, man. There's another poke. There's another good poke. Okay, come on, target. We're still over here. Now, you might say that this is a bit cheesy, and in some ways it is, but in others, you don't have many other ways to, like, interact with Rexes in the game currently. Aside from, well... Oh, because of the dumb stumble. Okay, well, let me go and get the bandages. Again, the stumbling... I kind of like to... Let me at least apply first aid, and then I'll go up and try to finish him off. It's just when I hit those stumbles, I feel like such a disconnect from what's going on. Here's to 10%. Yeah, I think that should be alright. And I think target's still going to be stuck in this area. Like, how am I doing health-wise? Okay, I still have 28, so I can probably take one more attack. I don't know if I can actually take, like, a bite from him. And he is still trying to chase after me, even with how he's, flipping around a bit. No, why do I... I'm not even low on stamina. That's what annoys me. It's not like I'm low on stamina, because I don't see my breath or any... well, okay, that's another problem, is it's like, Like, it's not low on breath. The problem is, I think there's too many stamina indicators in a way, because, like, this is a stamina bar, this is a stamina. And it's kind of hard to work them out. I don't know if I'll have, like, target going down. Wait a minute. Okay, that's weird. When I was at 40%, I used the bandage. It brought me down to only 10% left. I guess maybe it minimizes it to a certain point? Let me see how many arrows I got here. Oh, wait a minute, was that him? Okay, so target is down. Target is now also down. I'm going to see if I can find some, a leaf quickly, patch us up, and we can say we've survived. But wait. Oh, and now we play this game. But yeah, like, the stumbling is one that can be a little frustrating just because it feels weird. I guess you have to have your athletics up so high, and then you'll be okay, or... But that is 2 Rexes taken down. And we did technically survive. We are still alive, and yeah, so bleeding stopped completely. Let me, I guess, go get a drink and then a rest. And then we'll start recovering. But yeah, if it wasn't for the stumbles, we would have been better off. And I do think we could use a better way of, like, say... Not necessarily hunting the Rexes, but maybe almost, like, Actually, okay, what I'm thinking is, because digging doesn't have a lot of use right now, aside from, like, expanding a pond or... Okay, I guess I will have this. Expanding a pond, maybe planting a berry, skeleton, like, nothing really practical use. What if you could dig, like, pits and make, like, say, a spike pit where you could lure something large, like an ankylosaur, trichover, or Rex, and those will be ways to, like, chip off decent amounts of health. That way your digging has more practical use, you can dig pits to kind of create your own, maybe even, like, watering sources at times. But yeah, let me get a sleep, and then we'll examine Target and the other Rex we took down. Because, oh boy, that was something. And let's get our sleep, see if we can actually survive the night. It does say we are healing. It's very slow, but I think that's because of just everything else that went down. Yeah, it is a poor sleep. That's most likely because of how our health is. We are mending, though. Very slowly we're mending. Yeah, it's one of those ones when you know you need to be precise with your movements and, like, running away and stuff like that, where the stumbles are just, like, such a huge hit, and it's like, oh god, no, not now. But we were able to pull it off on normal difficulty for hunting down a couple of Rexes. I know it's kind of a dumb thing to do, but that I don't think would have much effect. But I'd almost wonder if there would be like a better reward you could get from a Rex than, say, other animals. Like, say, if you killed a Rex, you could harvest its skull and make almost like a totem you can put outside your base, so it acts like a radius of Troodons don't go near you or animals steer clear of it. Almost like an intimidation factor, so you can make a safe house. I know it sounds weird, but it might just give you a little bit more as something if you do find a fallen Rex or something like that. But yeah, Rex Slayer, right here. We got ourselves the pair down. Oh, there's our spear. Guess we can also go try collect some more arrows. We might not have dealt the finishing blow, but we did enough damage to cause it to happen. Like, the bleed effects are what took him down for good. And with enough time and the resources we have around us, I would be able to get to full health, and yeah, we did it. We achieved the capstone twice. If it was 2-on-1, no, I don't think I would have been able to do that, but lining it up like that, I think it worked well. And as much as it is kind of cheesy to say, like, that's how... Okay, yeah, no, I'm not going to have anything else because I am pretty full there. You could definitely argue it's cheesing, it's exploiting the mechanics, stuff like that. It's kind of how you have things to hunt in real life, though. Like, look at how we hunted mammoths. We pushed them off cliffs. We, humans, are going to find ways to do dumb stuff to get what they want. Let's be honest, so... I will take the criticism that it's kind of cheap, but on the other hand, it is a viable strategy of trying to use a natural barricade to bolster yourself and just kind of accomplish what we did. You can't argue with the results when you look at the two dead Rexes. And yeah, I think some more water and some rest and we're good. How much meat is even on this guy? 31 pieces of meat, 16 pelt, 16 tendon. And I think Target might have been smaller than this first Rex. So let me take a look at this guy. Oh, excuse me. How? Yeah, 23, 12, 12. So they are big resource points if you can either find a fallen Rex or you manage to take one down yourself. The only thing I can think of that would work better is maybe having like a cave you can just step in the back of it and poke out with the spear. Because the spear gives you much more reach than the hatchet does. I'm very glad I did decide to go with the spear over the hatchet for attempting this, because I think I would have been munched on more times than I already was. Okay, and it's getting too hot, so I'm just going to basically head inside, rest up, and then cool down. Because it is 33 degrees in early summer already. Man, it's already into early summer, like... It seemed to take forever for us to get the first year done. Already we're, like, through a quarter of it. But yeah, let's head in here and just try to sleep. I have gone through all of the meat for the supplies, but we'll rest up and we'll see how we're sitting here. Dinosystem, it's definitely got a steep learning curve, and it does take some time to understand and get the mechanics of it. But if you can put in the time and you do get some tips or watch and kind of learn your steps, you can really do some big things in it. Case in point. It was a bit of sheer luck. We just had the island generation give us the natural sort of barricade and hunting ability we had here. But there are other opportunities, like, again, the caves are a thing if you do have the resources to make walls. I think if you... Was it my first series on Dinosystem? I think it had to be. My first series of Dinosystem, I actually had a bunker system in a way. Like, it was... Back then, you didn't need as much material for the wood walls, I think? Or was it the stone walls? It might have been the stone walls, but I made, like, a layer of wall, 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 with little gaps between, and then wall, wall, wall. So it's almost like, I think it was 3 layers of, like, defenses. So that way, even if a Rex would break through one, you could fall back to a second layer and keep stabbing through the walls, and just, like, go back as needed. You taken from my kill? No. Oh, no arrows. Yeah, I'm still a very poor shot with the bow and arrow, as you can see. Well, we'll send him packing to know that that's our kill. Or even then, that might be something... it's hard to say. Because on the one hand, a Rex carcass would definitely be a big beacon for anything else to basically go, that's a lot of food! And then, yeah, there's double of them, so that would be double the attractant in this area, I suppose. Actually, something that'd be interesting, I wonder too, is if there would ever be a way to, like, have the... I know the Pteranodons that fly over are all ambience. If there could be some way that you could almost make it so that way, if there's a large enough carcass, they try to land and almost like crows scavenge off it. Hard to say, but... Yeah, Target, you were quite the fight. I think you were a harder time than the previous one, that's for sure. Well, that was also because you were pretty flipping out there in the ravine. But that will bring Dinosystem as a series to a close. We've survived, we're showing... I just wanted to show that we could keep going, but yeah, we'll save and end things off here. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this series of Dinosystem as it's gone along. I think going after the 2, I mean, some will probably argue, well, you shouldn't have done that first reset. Already one-on-one against a Rex is pretty harrowing, as we saw. But trying 2 Rexes at the same time, it would have been interesting if I could have them almost like go after each other, but I don't think there would have been a way to. I think unless it's like their mating season, the males won't interact. But yeah, 2 Rexes down. That makes up for... Actually, yeah, this was 3rd time the charm, so I guess that's almost like a net 0 in a way. Because the first Rex hunt wasn't successful, but we did, like, survive through it and go on. The second Rex attempt I did, it killed us. So this kind of, I think, brings us not really to a positive, but evens things out to be a net 0. But yeah, Dinosystem, great series. Been great involvement and engagement with the community and comments and views. Been very happy to bring it to you guys, and we will wrap things up here, because again, it's just a lot of retreading the current ground. The Dodolphodons are a huge boon to the game. Very glad to see them in, because they fill in such a perfect little niche. The only thing might be trying to figure out if there's a way, again, a trap system almost, so that way, because they aren't too hard to hunt, but it is also a case of, like, you poke one, they go run the hole, and you can't do much more. Almost maybe, like, again, maybe even like a little pit system, or you can make a snare out of some sticks. I guess there's not really a rope kind of thing in the game, is there? There's not, like, tendons or fiber you could use to make, like, a little snare, like, rabbit snare for them, but... Either way, it's been a lot of fun to bring the series to you guys. I've been glad to do it, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video or another series on the channel. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you want to support the channel, please think about subscribing. I don't really put the plug in that much, but I am still slowly trying to grow us up, and then once I can hit the 1,000 mark, I do want to get into streaming and branching out and doing more with the channel, but it is sort of that I want to try to make sure I have a base to warrant, okay, I can try investing some more money just for this and see where it goes. But again, things are what they are, and thank you all so much for joining me throughout all the videos that have gone on the channel. Until I do catch you again, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.